President Moon Jae-in believes a peace system on the peninsula will open doors to full-fledged economic cooperation between the two Koreas and then also to include Russia so as to create a three-way cooperation. That's one of the wide range of issues he plans to discuss with President Vladimir Putin in Moscow this week. Our chief Cheongwadae correspondent Moon Connyoung provides a sneak peek of the liberal leader's pre-state visit interview with the Russian press.
South Korea and Russia share the common goal of a complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula and a lasting peace settlement. That's South Korean President Moon Jae-in in an interview with the Russian media on the eve of his 4-day state visit to the world's largest country by area. And President Moon said he wished to discuss with his Russian counterpart the two countries' cooperation in various aspects, as he believes once a peace regime is established on the Korean Peninsula, it will open an era of full-fledged inter-Korean economic cooperation, and that framework should include Russia to create a Seoul, Pyongyang, Moscow three-way cooperation. The bilateral cooperation between South Korea and Russia can begin in areas such as railways, natural gas, and electricity, the president said, and the North can join later. The South Korean president added, once a lasting peace system is established between the two Koreas, in the long run, it should develop into a multilateral peace and security cooperation system that encompasses the entire Northeast Asia region. For that, Mr. Moon will continue to closely coordinate with Russian President Vladimir Putin. On the results of the North Korea-U.S. summit in Singapore earlier this month, the South Korean president said they have surpassed all expectations and called all the parties concerned now to implement the agreed measures as soon as possible. He stressed North Korea should take certain steps and the U.S. should provide comprehensive security guarantee. President Moon, during this first state visit by a South Korean head of state to Russia since 1999, is scheduled to sit down with his Russian counterpart on Friday for the third time since taking office in May 2017, and also become the country's first ever president to deliver a speech to the Russian State Duma. The South Korean leader's trip to Moscow comes amid a flurry of international efforts, including 2 inter-Korean summits and a never-before-seen U.S.-North Korea summit, to rid North Korea of its nuclear weapons program, as well as unprecedented diplomatic engagements by the North Korean leader with other heads of state. Moon Connyoung, Arirang News, The Blue House.